Hi, my name is Teemu Pietarinen and this is my 2018 in the bag. Let's start with my putters. So I have a 2 PT medium swans and with a custom stamp made by Frisbee Market in Kuopio, so thanks for the amazing work. These are the Clash Royale Bandit and Wizard and I really love them. They are quite unique and these are characters from my paddle deck, so really good. I like the medium plastic. It's you have a good feeling on your fingers, so it doesn't slip when you are doing your putting, but it is stiff enough so that it doesn't really you get a smooth release when you are doing your putting. So PT medium swans with the custom stamps. Then my throwing putters. I do have a quite beaten swan with a Echo 1 plastic, quite old. I use this for shorter hyzer flips in the woods, in the tight tunnels, or if you need to go really high on the air with anhyzer and then glide, so it's a really good. I can get quite some tricks done with this disc, but not for the windy situations. Another one, more stability, is the Westside Disc Shield. These I use for the more straighter backhand shots, and I can go pretty far with this one, and also with the touch straight forehand shot. So it's a really good. This is a PT soft, so but I think I will be going for the PT medium because the soft plastics tends to stick on your fingers when you are throwing a bit harder. So for the PT medium, I will get a more smoother release when throwing harder. So PT soft shield. And then my absolute favorite from the Westside disc is the harp, or kannel in the Finnish stamp, and I have it in PT soft. This is really old one. It's like it has a lot of marks on the surface and everything, but this is my trusty approach disc, basically in any condition in the woods or in the open even, and I go with the forehand primarily, sometimes with the backhand, but forehand I can go straight, I can go anhyzer, I can go spike hyzers, whatever. And the soft plastic, I like the soft one in this one, so it doesn't really skip when it goes to the ground, so really saves me a lot of strikes on the course. So PT soft harp. Then for the mid ranges, I carry 2 Latitude 64 compass. One is actually both of them are Rigi Waisoki signature series discs, and this one is cold plastic and this one is optoplastic, and this is a little bit more understable and quite beat in. So this will be if you need to go more on the right, like flip to flat and then glide on the right, and then this is more straight shot disc, and I can throw them really hard and on any angle, and they will work for me as I want them to do. So the compass is absolutely my favorite disc at the moment from the mid-ranges. I like the feeling, the rim isn't too deep, so for my hand it feels really good, and I can throw this as hard as I want, and I can go up to 90 meters with these ones at the moment. So really my absolute favorite disc, the compass. Then for more windy situations, I have a Westside disc part, just in case if there is a lot of headwind or I need to go a bit more steep hyzers, then I go with the Bard. And this is a little bit more deeper from the rim, but still it feels quite good in my hand, and I like to keep one overstable but mid-range for the windy situation. So Bard is my choice. Then moving up to the fairway drivers, I have a Trident, Opto Trident, which I use mainly for the forehand approaches. So this is not too much on the backhand throw, but for the forehand I really love the Trident. It's a nice overstable fairway driver, and I can really trust that even in the windy situation this will do as I want it to do and go right. Then I have a couple of Saint Pros. This one is Johnny McRae Saint Pro, and this one is Opto Saint Pro, and this is more overstable, and I use this one for backhand and forehand throws, and this one is more feed in, and this is only for the backhand, and this is one of my favorites from the fairway drivers. So I can actually throw this with a hyzer. It will flip up and it will glide and go a little bit on the right, and if I really pull it hard, it will go quite long on the right without actually dipping over. So I can get this one fly even over 100 meters at the moment, and this is my go-to fairway driver in the woods when you have a tight tunnel where you need to hit. So throwing it on a hyzer, flipping it up, and then just gliding forever. So Saint Pro, 2 of them in my bag. Then I have a dynamic disc Felon. This is mainly for longer forehand shots that I need to do. So I can manipulate this again in a different angles. But the Felon, it used to be really overstable for me, but now this has been beat in nicely, so I can actually get a really good throws from this Felon. So dynamic disc Felon, fusion plastic. I really like that one. Then I have a couple of culverins in my bag. This one again with a bit of a custom stamp. This is really nice. I love the Thor, Thunder God, giving me some love. And these are mainly for me forehand discs. So I love to throw. I don't really throw much of the forehands from the tee, but then when you need to do the second shot, or if you have like a 90 meters forehand what you need to do, then I will go with the culverins. These are really good. And the red one is a gold plastic, so this is an older one, more bead in, so I can actually even throw this one on the backhand and it will flip to flat, and then it will fly and then still go on the left. So quite good discs, and again the feeling on the hand is the thing that I love, that these feel good and I can trust them in the forehand. So really good discs. Moving up to my distance drivers, my absolute favorite is the Ballista from Latitude 64. So I have 3 of them in my bag. This pink one is Gold Line. This is the most understable that I have. So this is really mainly on hyzer flip shots, or if you have a heavy tailwind, then you can go with this one. But this you can really put on a steep hyzer angle. It will go flat, and then it will go on the right, and if you are lucky it will come back. But this is really an hyzer flip disc, and if you throw it correctly, I can get my maximum distances with this one. So I can get it today up to 120 meters with a good pull. Then I have another one on Optoplastic. This is more stable than the pink one, but still I can also you need to put a little bit hyzer on this one. So if you throw them flat, they will turn over. So I need to really put some angle on this one. But again, really big distances from the Ballista. And then third one is again gold plastic, but this is a blank, and I have again got some custom stamp on this one. So this is Hawk Rider from the Clash Royale again. Thank you, Frisbee Market. Really one of my favorite discs in the bag because of the stamp, and of course because it's a Ballista disc. So I can throw this both backhand and forehand, but if I throw the Ballistas on the forehand, you need to put a hyzer angle on those and let them flip up and then fly. But yes, all the Ballistas, these are the furthest flying in my bag at the moment. Then newest addition in the bag, just because the Ballista seems to be turning up too much, so I have got few of the Ballista Pros. I carry one of them now in my bag and try to get the feeling how this flies and what kind of shots I can do with this one. But yes, this is more overstable than the original Ballista, and I can really throw this on the headwind and it doesn't flip over, but I don't get so much distance from this at the moment, so I need to really get familiar with how this flies and how to throw it. But I think this will be a good complement on my Ballistas once I get comfortable with throwing the Ballista Pro. Can throw both forehand and backhand with this one. Then I have a few defenders in my bag. This Fusion Defender is older one, bead in, so I can start to get this flip to flat and then fly and still fade on the left. And also with the forehand I can get really decent pulls from this one. I have been having some difficulties to get the feeling of the defender in my hand. There is something that it doesn't feel very comfortable, but now it's getting more and more familiar, and I can get some really good throws from the defender as well. And then I have one biofusion defender, but this is the Bait Spears edition, so this is far from being understable. So this is a really stable disc. I think it's the second or third most overstable disc in my bag after the Ballista Pro, and then the last one that I have over there. But really this is a good one for the windy situation, so I can throw this both backhand and forehand and trust that it doesn't flip over. And last, for the really extreme windy situation and extreme trick shots, I have the Opto Stiletto in my bag. So I used to have some issues that I didn't have stable discs enough if there was a really big wind or big headwind. So then I took the Stiletto in my bag, and the wind hasn't been an issue since that. And then I do also have more overstable discs now than in the past, so that I can fight the wind better nowadays. So Stiletto, not very big distance shot, so this is really overstable for me, and it's more like a trick shots if you need to go with the forehand, really flexing it out, or you need to go steep hyzers, or then just throwing on the headwind and you want to land on the left. So Stiletto. I think I have one more disc in the back. This is the Westside disc Ennustaja. I don't remember what is the English one for this one. But this is my roller disc mainly, or if you have really heavy tailwind and you need to throw an anhyzer. So this is really unstable disc, so I can throw some rollers with this one. But the roller game is not very good at the moment, and I haven't been practicing that a lot. But it's something that I need to improve in the future. So it's going to be this disc for the rollers, or then Latitude 64 Fury. I have those two that I have been using. I just need to get more repeats on the throws and which one feels more comfortable. But so far this is my roller disc. Or if you need to throw really high in the sky, anhyzer, and then going down, straighting and gliding, so then I use this disc for that as well. So that's about it. That's all the discs that I'm having in back. I do switch them a little bit during the season, but this is the setup that I have been throwing for mainly for this year, and it starts to work better and better. Lastly, I have my couple of minis in here. So I have a quite old Huck Lab mini. This is kind of my like a lucky charm. So usually I use in the competitions, I use this one, and then I have 2016 Ylläs-Ruska Open disc with my name and BDJ number. So this is my second option if for some reason I don't have this one with me. So really good mini, and you need to have some lucky charms with you. Then about the back, I currently started using the Dynamic Disc Commander. This is the Tuni 2018 edition. I really like the bag. It feels good in your bag. It's not very heavy, even though I put all the discs that I showed in the bag. And so far this bag feels really good. So I think I will be sticking with this one for now. And then lastly, I do have my mentor in the back. So I have Yoda in here saying that try not, do or do not, there is no try. So that is my mantra for playing in the competition. So Yoda keeps me on the right path. And yeah, that's about it. So thanks for watching, and see you on the courses.